Yeah. That's right. It's the daily go get mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. It's the daily go get mism show, all up in your area, y'all. Hump Day Wednesday, this is our way, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's Wednesday night, all right? And tonight, on this Hump Day Wednesday, we are talking about the bills are paid, but everything else is messed up. The bills are paid, but everything else is messed up. You know how it is. You know, a lot of times we complain about our financial situation. Many of us feel like if we just had our money straight, then everything else would start falling into place too. But what happens when you can pay your bills? What happens when when you still have money left over to go shopping, to treat yourself, to give away money, you know, to make it happen out there? But everything else in life is going south. Everything else is messed up. Everything else is sour. Everything else is in disarray. Hey, Great Bear 33, what's up, my brother? Thanks for being down with me. Word. Yeah, what happens when your money is right, but your love life ain't right, and your health is all fucked up, and the people around you ain't doing too well, and you don't have enough money to make sure they tell that? What happens then? See, we don't always think of it like that. You know, sometimes a lot of us get so bogged down with our financial situation that we don't take an audit of all the other things that are going on in our lives that money can't buy. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of things that money can't buy, and those are really the things that are the spice of life. But we get bogged down with our revolving accounts, you know, utilities, credit cards. And don't let us have a child that's getting ready to go to college or that's in school or whatever, you know, that can put a real strain on our finances. So a lot of times our problems are of a financial nature, but not all the time. And when you can't buy yourself out of a situation, it can get real deep, and you want to keep your cool. And sometimes you feel like you played the fool. I got all this money, but it ain't funny. I ain't having a good time. I can't even rhyme. I don't think I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna do something else that I gotta do. I need me some mental health. I gotta check into counseling for myself. And be like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Your money is right, but your head is all fucked up. We're going to get into it tonight, so let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily, the daily go get a mism show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, all up in your area, man. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope we all feeling like real men and women should tonight on this Hump Day Wednesday, the 26th of May. We all the way into this Gemini thing, and we are headed towards June. But to get there, we can't get to know better days unless we make it through the night, baby. So that's what we're going to do tonight. When the bills are paid, but everything else is messed up. See, sometimes our I don't want to say our negativity, but sometimes our woes, sometimes our problems, sometimes our worries are because of somebody else. You know how it is when you love your people, when you care about your people, you want your people to be all right. And when they're not all right, you're not all right. And It's one thing if their situation is a financial situation because you can help them to get some money, or you can give them some money to get them out of a jam, maybe find them some extra work or some work if they're out of work or something like that. You can fix money. There is no financial situation that money can't fix, except for poverty. Money doesn't seem to have been able to fix the poverty situation. It's kind of weird. But poverty is about more than just not having money. Poverty is a mental state. It's like saying that you're poor. When you are impoverished, it's like no matter what kind of money you get your hands on, you don't do the right things with the money. So because you haven't been taught, it could be a cultural thing. It could be, a greed thing or whatever. You don't do the right things with the money. So you keep fucking up the money. Great Bear says, gotta find balance in your life. A lot of us sacrifice our health and time just for an extra dollar. Man, you ain't never done lied. People out here running around here with 3 or 4 jobs. I mean, I ain't gonna hate on nobody that's getting that cash. I ain't gonna hate on nobody that's getting cake. I ain't gonna hate on nobody that's hustling out there. But man, I also don't see the value in having a bunch of money that you are just planning to leave behind to your kids. I'm not saying that you shouldn't leave anything behind for your loved ones, but when you really think about it, can you leave enough money for your people to live irresponsibly? Because that's what you're talking about when you really talking about leaving behind some real money. And you're talking about leaving behind $50,000, $100,000, even $500,000. You're not talking about enough money where people can live irresponsibly for the rest of their lives and still be all right. We ain't talking about Rockefeller money, JP Morgan. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that Vanderbilt money. We're not talking about that Rothschilds. And I'm not saying that you have to leave that level of wealth behind. But if you have an obsession with making sure that your family and your loved ones are straight in your passing, and that's why you're busting your ass, are you teaching them to bust their ass too? Because that's the only way they're going to make it in the event that you're not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, when you start really thinking about it, because a lot of times we don't really think about it. All we know is we ain't trying to leave. We ain't trying to leave with nothing to give away except for the 13-inch black and white TV with the handle on top. We ain't trying to go out like that. Shout out to the hi-fi. I left behind my hi-fi and my brake front. I left behind my hi-fi. I left behind my hi-fi. I left behind my hi-fi and my brake front. Got the fine China in there. I left behind my brake front and my hi-fi. I said I left behind my hi-fi and brake front. Yeah, the good China in it. All right, I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit, and some of y'all might still might do this yourself. Remember, I'm about to show y'all something. Which one of y'all do any of y'all have one of these in your house? These, when your parents poured out the liquor from the bottle and put it in one of these. Who got one of these? Who remember one of these? One of these. Carol Chamberlain, she said she got 2. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is what you use. You do the elegant shit. So when company come over, you pour it from this bottle. What kind of liquor is that in the bottle? It's the good shit. My cousin went down south. And brought that good corn up. From North Carolina. You got the corn. You got the good corn. Leave behind some shit like this. Leave behind some shit. By the way, Carol, I got 2 of them too. My shit all dusty. Okay. But the bottom line is, if you're not leaving behind your legacy of working hard, spending responsibly, purchasing responsibly, and being level-headed, then no amount of money that you leave behind is going to matter. Hold on, Great Bear, you got him too? You got him too? Oh, you say I got one of them. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, y'all know I haven't drank in years, and I still got them bottles though. I ain't filling them up with shit, but fuck it. I know we used to have them around the crib. Let me give a shout out to my people. Carol Chamberlain, me Favorita, and Stacy Yvette White, holding down for the D all day, every day. Mona Garris, what up, Mo? Good to see me, son. You, and that's for real, yo. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it, Emily. And my big sis, Robbie Ming, she does a thing. She's something like a queen for a king, no doubt, y'all. Yeah. She turned it out, y'all. And Shirley Show, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Show, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on? What's going on, ma? All right. So we talking about the bills are paid, but everything else is messed up. Some people would really like to be in that situation where you know, where they like, I would do anything to be able to pay my bills. Here's the thing about people who can't pay their bills. Have they ever asked themselves how they are able to make so many bills? How do you make so many bills if you can't pay as many bills? I figure that the natural order of things would be that the same thing that I can make, I can maintain. But then again, we know that breaks down often. Great Bear 33 said, I haven't drank in days. That's what's up, man. Just drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. If you're going to drink irresponsibly, make sure you do it in the home. That's all I'm saying. And don't cook shit. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you drink at home, you put something on the stove and shit. You know what I mean? Fuck around, pass out, or get busy with some other shit. Be damn near burning up the house. That's what you don't want to do. That's what you don't want to do. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Thanks for coming through, my brother. Thanks for coming on now. It's always good to have you right here, without a doubt. All right, so the bills are paid, but everything else is messed up. See, a lot of like I said, a lot of people would like to be in that situation because we put such a high value on money. And there's nothing wrong with putting a high value on money, but you have to understand exactly where you are financially. And once you start understanding your financial position, you know how to work the ins and outs of your financial situation. So as long as you don't overspend or you don't spend beyond your means, normally you're okay. So that entails making sure that you don't choose a house or an apartment that exceeds what you can pay in rent or a mortgage. It really should be very simple. I make this much, so I need a place that will only cost me this much. But you know what a lot of people do? A lot of people say, all right, after taxes with my regular job, my monthly income really is only $2,500 after taxes. After taxes, I'm bringing home $2,500. That's $1,250 every 2 weeks. That's $625 a week, which is really not a bad salary, especially 20 years ago, especially 30 years ago. You was paid 30 years ago. Nowadays, you're with the increases in inflation, rent, food, gas, utilities, you're going to really just be making it if you go too far. Because a lot of people will say, all right, well, yeah, after taxes, I'm bringing home $2,500. Bring home $2,500. All right, you good? You good? I mean, it's not bad. It's like $21 an hour. It's not bad. It's not a bad look. Okay. Now they will convince themselves, oh yeah, but I can afford a place that costs $1,500. Like how you figure that? Oh, because the place is 2,500. I mean, the place is 1,500, but I make 25. I bring home 25. So I still got 1,000 to play with. Yo, you got a car and a car note. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, what? You can't afford that. Yeah, I can afford it because it's two of us. So it's not like I'm paying the whole 1,500. My girl, she make good money too. She make good money too. So, you know, we go half on the rent. So I'm really only paying $750. Okay. Paying $750? Yeah, I'm paying $750. So she pays $750. I pay $750. We good. So out of the 2,500, you know, I'm paying the $750. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still good. I'm still rocking out with 17 and a half. I'm still rocking out with 17 and a half, son. I'm still rocking out with 17 and a half. All for me. Like, what about your car note? Your car note, 500. You running around here in a Lex. And that's a pretty good car note for a Lex. You got good credit. Yeah, I got good credit. So yeah. So all right, my car note 500. All right, I'm still playing around. I'm still playing around with 1,250. You got insurance? You live in the city, right? Yeah, what's your insurance? It's like 2 something. It's like 2 something. What's the something? 50. You pay $250 in insurance? Yeah. 500 for the car? Yeah. Okay. So what you're telling me is that instead of that $1,750, you got a stack left. Yeah. Well, do you eat every day? Yeah, I eat every day. Okay. Was you eating for free? You go to the soup kitchen, like you pull up with your Lex to the soup kitchen or something? Free lunch program in the summertime. You know, school ain't out yet. They ain't start that shit yet. Bottom line is they'll have kids and all of that shit. Like, you ain't making enough money. You can't afford to live in no place that costs $1,500, even if you only paying the $700, because you got a car, you got insurance, you got to eat. We ain't even talk about no utilities. Is everything included in your $1,500 apartment? Now in New York, a $1,500 a month apartment ain't no money. That's in New York. In Philly, for $1,500, you pretty much living wherever you want to live. That's how we look at it. Out of towners, they look at $1,500 like, yeah, well, that's how much it costs to live in Philly. We be like, what part? What the fuck you talking about? We're paying $1,500. $1,500 a month. We living in West Mount Airy. Fuck is you talking about? We know how to do this. $1,500 a month. We living in West Mount Airy. Nah, fuck that East Mount Airy shit. We living in West Mount Airy. That's right. Close to the woods. Down Lincoln Drive. Close to the creek. We done worked it out. Anyway, your financial situation might be salvageable in your life. It may not be the thing that's really taking up all of your emotional energy. You may have other things that you have to deal with. Let's talk about your health, because money can't buy you good health. Health is something that you have to protect yourself. And you know what happens when you don't protect it. You know what happens when you do protect it and it's not good enough for that you protected it. You know what I mean? You know how that go. You know how that go. Okay. Okay, hold on, y'all. Thanks for sharing the show, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Excuse me, share the show and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It is the Daily Go Getimism Show, and we're talking about the bills are paid, but everything else is messed up. Okay. Mona Garrett says she works 1 full-time and 2 p.m. Oh, you mean 2 part-time? 1 full-time and 2 part-times? You got 3 jobs? I don't know. Well, more power to you. But that says 1 full-time and 2 p.m.s. So I'm going to assume that means that it was supposed to be 2 PT. Okay. Carol Chamberlain says, "LOL, I have 2." Oh, you talking about you talking about that carafe? The carafe. Oh, yo, Carol said it's corn in mine. Yeah, that good corn. That good corn. Yeah, and insurance. She says, living above your means, trying to impress someone. Shaking my head. Yeah, a lot of us do that, especially. You can always tell somebody who ain't never had nothing in their lives because they trying to get everything out there in the world. You know what I mean? To compensate for the times that they was running around in them tough skins, dungarees. Remember tough skins? Remember tough skins? They had the patch in the knees. Remember tough skins? Bought them bitches at Sears. Got them Jones at Sears, baby. Got them at Sears. You know what I mean? Had the patch on the inside. You can see it from the outside. You can see the patch in the motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Tough Skins. Shout out to Tough Skins. Yeah. You was raised on Tough Skins and Wranglers and shit. Dungarees. Couldn't afford to get them designer dungarees. And it's okay. So you might bust your ass trying to, have all the material things that you feel like you may have missed out on when you were younger. There's nothing wrong with that if you're doing it in a responsible way. But a lot of times we just want to get the shit to be able to say that we have the shit. So a lot of us spend time on trying to look like we have money than actually having any money. But what about when it's not a situation that has anything to do with money? What happens when you sitting pretty? Is on your financial situation is sitting pretty, high 5 figures, 6 figures, whatever it takes for your financial situation to be good. What happens when it is good and things are still messed up? Like I say, your health. You know how a bad health situation, a bad health scare can derail your whole emotional situation. It can derail it. You find out that you're diagnosed with some type of family condition that you didn't know ran in your family, or that you had hoped that you would escape. Something like really bad diabetes, sickle cell, heart disease, things like that. You know what I mean? Money can't get you out of that. You have to make a whole lifestyle change. You have to perform a whole lifestyle change. And it's not an option. It's not an option. It's either that or you push up your Heaven's Gate due date a lot earlier. Moni Garrett says, my rent is $11.24 without utilities. And you live down south. You living in Virginia right now? Whew. Well, some people might say that's not a lot of rent, especially people who live down in Maryland. Maryland rent high as shit in Montgomery County. And North Virginia, you got to have money to live in North Virginia. You know what I mean? It just, that DC area just ridiculous. But I ain't know it was like that over there. I ain't know it was like that anywhere else. But Mo, knowing you probably got you probably got to live good over there. which there's nothing wrong with that. T Carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always good to have my peepers going in your sight. I see we have a call on the line. We're going to take you in just a second. I think I know who that is. I think I know who. Narsil says car note, insurance, utilities, food, savings. Then what are you playing with? After rent. Yeah, because that sounds like it's cutting into the fun money. It's funny. It's cutting into the tricking cash. Carol Chambers says double patches in the knees. You know what I'm talking about? Tough skins. Tough skins. You talking about Garanimals? Oh shit. Garanimals was underwear. No, I said it says I remember the Jackson 5 on the Tough Skins commercial. Damn, you taking it back. My man Lawrence Sekel is all up in the house. What's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming on through. It's always a pleasure to see some you. No doubt. Narciso says, my health scare gave me some anxiety issues. Yeah, when you find out how much you actually value your life. And it's funny, Nars, because it can come after you've been disrespecting your life. And then you get that health scare, and then you realize, like, hold on. It's like when you've been cheating on your girl or treating her bad and abusing her and all of that shit. And then you realize that she will leave your ass. And you're like, yo, wait a minute. I mean, you want to end this loving situation we have over a little abuse and infidelity? I mean, come on. You know I love the shit out of you. It's almost the same concept. You went from the abuser to the beggar. Come on, babe. Come on. Listen, we've been together too long. You know what I'm saying? We've been through everything. You know, like, you know, I love the shit out of you. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna fix this situation. I know you've been patient with me already, but I need you to be just a little bit more patient because I'm about to get this thing. I'm doing it. I'm out here working for me and you. Yeah, I might have did my thing before, whatever, and I wasn't really acting like it was whatever. But I'm ready to do right, and I'm ready to do right by you. And I promise you, I'm gonna do right by you, baby. You know, just give me this one last chance. Don't. Come on, you don't wanna. Come on, man. Come on, baby. You don't wanna. Come on, just rock with me. Just rock with me. Don't. Give me this one more chance. Give me this one more shot, and let me show you the man that I really could be. That's how you be with your health. Like, oh, your life, your health. I know. I was drinking too much. I was smoking too much. I was fucking around with bad women, and I was, hanging around with suspect niggas. But I really love you, life. And if you just give me this one more chance, I promise you that I'll treat you right for good too. And your health of your life be like, guess what? You're going to have to prove your love. Because what's done is done. What's done is done. So you're going to get a chance to prove your love, or I'm going. I'm out of here. So, yeah. But you can't fix that situation with money. Now, yeah, you can pay for doctor's visits and specialists, and you can even go around the world and try new herbal remedies and talk to naturopaths and go to a medium and channel the spirit of Dr. Sabi and all of that shit. But what you can't do is pay your way healthy. And you think that when you broke, it takes up a lot of your emotional time and makes you feel bad. Try being sick. Try being sick. Yeah. Because nobody wants to be broke, but broke is something you can fix in a day. Try being sick. Normally, that ain't a wax on, wax off situation. We have a caller on the line. Caller with the last numbers 46. 888-866-8205. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind this evening?
Yo, how you feeling?
What's going on? My brother coming on through. How you feeling, my man?
Like a grown man should all the time. How you doing?
I'm feeling like a real man should, without a doubt. Glad to hear that. What's been going on with you?
What's up? Man, I know about that paying bills and everything else is messed up. You know, I had heart surgery 2008.
Ooh.
I was doing fine until they smacked me across the face. It was like, yo, you got had heart surgery. I'm like, what? It was like, yeah, you got to go see a specialist. I'm like, what? Yeah. Specialist come and say, you need an operation. I was like, huh? Cut me open. Yeah, you know what I mean? Give me a mechanical valve. And after that, everything else healed. Like, you know, I lost my job. It was either do my job or do my job and be fired or go take care of my health. Ain't that messed up?
Why would you why would you be fired if you did your job?
Because, well, you gotta go back to work knowing that you got a health condition, or you can lose your job and go worry about your health.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you could have went back to work and died.
Right, and they say, yo, you don't got no more sick time, no more FMLA, no more of this, no more of that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, I ain't asked for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't asked for this. Like, yo, so what am I supposed to do? Well, my heart, you know, my health comes first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So on top of that, at the time I was married. She left me when I was sick. She kind of like was like, you know, there for 4 days, and then after that, this thing started going down the hill. And then she was like from July, not June, no, July. I'm right, July 2010. She was like, I need you to leave my house. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get $400 a month. What's wrong with you? Like, you know, for sickness to health for rich and poor? Nah, that was crazy.
That is.
So, and then, you know, I was grinding, trying to do the things that I was doing, trying to make up. But, you know, we ain't gonna talk about us getting raped and robbed again. He said, don't bring that back up no more. So I'm gonna let that one go. But, man, that was a damn pressure for me. Like, yo, you talking about being down, homeless, not knowing where your next person gonna come from. I mean, your next meal gonna come from. Man, that's a scary feeling. And then, you know, everybody say, oh man, you should have came and talked to me. Oh man, you know, you could have came this way. Oh man, you ain't had to do what you had to do. You know, but when you don't got that kind of money like that, you know, people say, oh, I would have put you up here, or I'd give you an apartment here, and you ain't got that kind of money coming. Like, they ain't trying to hear that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, of course, you got to start your life all over. You got to hit the reset button and start your life all over.
Yeah, it's a tough situation when your money is messed up, but when your health is messed up, it can be a situation where that actually takes away the money that you had too, because you're talking about insurance things. You know what I'm saying? If you're not working, then you may not be carrying health insurance, or sometimes when you get sick and you were carrying health insurance because you was working, sometimes you have to quit your job so that you can get the welfare insurance, because that's the only way you're going to be able to pay for certain procedures and shit.
Listen, the week I was supposed to go for surgery, I get the letter in the mail that I have no more insurance. I ain't had no choice but to go get the welfare insurance, dog.
Yeah.
I sat there and was crying at them like, yo, listen, I'm trying to get healthy and live and come up off this table. You know how hard it was to be down in the hospital for 13 days and learn how to walk again? Like, you know me. You know I'm a real smart ass. And I get smart. So, you know, after I get out the ICU and go in my room, so the nurse came down and she introduced herself. She said, I'll be with you all day tomorrow. So we're gonna get up and walk for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I said, all right, I don't know why we gotta walk, you know, learn how to walk again. I only had heart surgery. So she came in the room the next morning. She sat down in the chair. She said, "Hey, now you just brought yourself out the bed." So I went to try to lean up, couldn't get up. She said, "Stand up." She had me. I couldn't stand up. Me being smart, not knowing that when you have heart surgery, any kind of procedure, it can affect your walk. We had to learn how to walk again. I was the youngest guy on the floor. Everybody over there up in the 60s and 70s. Here I am. I'm gonna say I was 35. 35, and everybody up there 60s and 70s and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No support. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be married. You know, shit hit the fan. Like, you know, the money stopped. And when the money stopped, people stopped caring.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then I bumped into my biggest brother, which was you. You know, and then we was doing what we needed to do, but you know, it is what it is. But it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? At that point, when you met me and I bumped into you, I was like really at my lowest part of my life. Like, you know, I wasn't really drinking. I was just hanging out, stayed out in the street with you, chilling, you know, just doing what we do. You know what I mean? But when I say I'm going to just say, I feel though I got raped to life. I was 35 years old.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't wish something like that on my worst enemy, to be that young with a serious heart condition. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you really think about it, it's something that most people would never really think about. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that money can't fix. It can't repair that. You know what I mean? Like, I've known so many young people who got really, really sick. Some people didn't make it. And you know, as a matter of fact, shout out to everybody who lost friends and families, you know, family members at a young age, you know, in their 20s and 30s or whatever, had conditions where they just didn't make it. You know, they were kind of too young to die, but death really doesn't care about how old you are. It doesn't really care about what age you are. So that's a tough situation. But when it comes and it visits you, you know, like here you were 35 years old with a heart condition, a serious heart condition, you know, and you get to thinking about your mortality. You get to thinking about what the rest of your life is going to be like. Like, I mean, am I going to be able to play with my kids? Am I going to be able to, you know, ever get in a relay race? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to make it to age? You was probably thinking, like, am I going to make it to age 45? Like what's really good?
Yo, you want to know the real kicker? I'm going to tell you the real kicker. You know me. I've been working since I was 14, but, you know, I got into my career 21. And here it is. I put all this money for the day in case something happened. So, first time I went to court, they denied me. I was like, damn, that's messed up. I had to go up against them again, so I had to reply again. Second time I went to court, the judge said he could find a stressful-free job out there. Explain to me what the hell is a stressful-free job. And please don't say, hi, welcome to Walmart. Have a good day, because you could get punched in the face just for saying that. So tell me where a stressful-free job is.
Listen, I don't know. One job that they say is one of the more fulfilling jobs in the world is being a mailman. But I've known people who failed at that.
How you think that? Dogs chase you. Dogs ain't got no feelings.
Everybody don't have a dog. Everybody don't have dogs on their route, and all mailmen don't encounter. I'm just talking about what people have said over the years. They've said that they actually have had polls and ratings, and they've rated being a mail carrier as one of the best jobs in the world. They said because you get good exercise, you know, you meet a lot of people. People look up to you, they respect you. You're protected because of your government official status and all of that kind of stuff. So, You know, people will actually go to jail off the rip if they interrupt or if they assault you while you're on your job. So, you know, but that's just one job. There are plenty of other jobs.
It's still not stressful free. You got to carry your bag. You got to climb over railings. You sweating. You got stored in the mill. Sometimes you got to do a double run when you don't want to. All right. So just knock that off. So now here I am. I'm struggling. I'm struggling like crazy. So the boy I know, one of the boys I know around the way, I was like, yo, you about to be here? He was like, yeah, man, they gave me, you know, they fixed my grill. They gave me a place. I'm about to apply right now to get approved for my disability. And I'm looking like, nigga, you was just, no, don't say that. But you did what you did because you wanted to do what you did. Here it is that I ain't do this because I wanted to do this. Mm-hmm. But you get more than me because you put your money into it. I mean, you ain't really put no money into it. But here it is, I work all my life, and you trying to tell me I got to fight for my disability? Mm-hmm. I'm literally living off 200 in cash, 4 in cents. I mean, 2 in cents. And you telling me I got to fight for my disability?
Yeah.
And this nigga come up in here and smiling. Because then I gave him a new crib and all that. Meanwhile, still got to look at housing. I can't afford to pay rent like that. For now, I got to do what everything to do, me and my daughter. So what we had to do, we had to go into a family shelter. They couldn't put me in the male shelter because of my daughter. I couldn't go into all female shelter because of me. So they had to find a family shelter.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing to ever do.
How long did you have to do that?
A whole year. A whole year. And it was hell because whatever they cook, you're supposed to eat it. Whatever they do, you're supposed to be you couldn't have no food in your room. You had to give them all your medicine. So every night they had to make sure that you take your medicine. But what made it so bad, I'll tell you 2 stories. The girl was in there, she had 4 kids. She had 4 kids and was pregnant with twins. They took the 4 kids away. She had the twins. She was like, somebody gotta help me. My baby not breathing. One of my babies not breathing. Here it is. One was unnutritionist. Am I saying it right? Unnutritionist. And the other one's nutrition. She thought she was feeding both of her kids. One of them died. In the shelter. A baby. No more than 3 months old.
Yeah.
Another incident. The man was messing with the girl and the mom, and one day the girl was in the room and the guard seen it, and then she was yelled out something, and he got locked up. And when he went to court, she was like, "Oh, this is the first time my mom messed with a man together." People are sick. Like, yo, we they out there, cameras and everything. You gotta duck and dive and come in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, no, this ain't made for me. Like, I gotta get me and my daughter out here. Like, I start working system, doing what you need to do. So if you're talking about tough times, you find out who your real friends are when you go down.
Yeah.
I lost a lot.
Yeah, you probably the only man that I've known personally who's lived in a shelter. That's crazy. That's not an easy situation. Most people I know, most people I know that moved into that went to a shelter. A lot of people, just moved into a shelter or acted like they was moving into a shelter so they could move up faster on the Section 8 list, so they could get the cheap crib. But there are people who are in the shelter because they really don't have nowhere else to go. It's a real thing.
It's not that you don't have nowhere else to go. It's just you need a peace of mind. And at age that you are and providing for your child, you got to realize I was stuck with my daughter. I was stuck with her. So as a man, here it is. I'm supposed to be able to provide for my daughter and show her how real dad should be treating her. Not hurt, lived up. When I had my surgery, when my daughter seen me, she climbed or got under all the wires and got in the bed and was his husband. And when her grandma was like, "Come on, let's go," she didn't want to go. You know, so here it is. I owe her. I gotta get up, make sure I'm doing things. I gotta make sure I'm right. You know, this is all I got right here. When I went into the shelter, I had me and my daughter. I need to figure a way out where my next dollar was coming from. I can't play this game out here. Like, yo, listen, this not me. You know what I mean? I couldn't understand a handout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I got something to say, and I'm gonna give you an understanding. So you know me, I'm a grinder, I'm a driver. So you know, I was picking up a client one day, and me and him really had a real talk. And I let him know that I was at the shelter. I'm just trying to get my life together, such and such. So like the next time I pick him up, his wife came outside. You know, they rich couple, they live out there in Raleigh. You know what I mean? So you know what Raleigh people is. So they give me an envelope, and I went and take the envelope. You know what I mean? Like, I went to take it. And I was like, if you give me the envelope, I'm going to open it. And she was like, just don't open it until you pull off. I'm like, nope, I'm opening it right now. So I opened it right now. It was a check for $10,000. I gave it back to her. Like, no, I work on my own. And in my mind, when I'm driving off, I'm like, you big dummy. You know?
Well, why wouldn't you accept it?
It was just something in my pride. Like, I couldn't accept it. I ain't earned it. Like, I'm used to earning my stuff and nobody giving me handouts. You know? And, you know, checks come back. All they gotta do is call the guy I'm working for and be like, yeah, we gave him a $10,000 check. So your mind start running. Like, one side said, take it. The other side said, no, put it back. Give it back to him.
Yeah, I understand. So it was sort of like a trust issue. You didn't trust them to just straight give you the money with no strings attached, or you just wanted to.
I just didn't want nothing. I ain't want nothing to come back on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't want them to come, like, you know, we gave you a check for $10,000 and you owe us this. Because at the time, I don't know how much I paid $10,000 back. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't say I had to give it back, but, you know, it's a check. Checks come back like credit cards. You know, that shit haunts you.
Yeah,
so
I can dig it.
I couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm looking at myself. Everybody like, oh, you a big dummy. You should have took it. No. Like, I couldn't. Because I don't think that's my MO. You know? Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but I just look. I mean, sometimes we do get blessings, but I didn't think that was the best one. That was more like a charity act. You know what I mean? Like, no, I get out here, I get $100 tip from you every time I pick you up and drop you off. Like, come on, like, you know, I'm hustling and I'm grinding, I'm getting my own. You so used to doing things on your own, you know. Was that a blessing? Or was it not?
It sounds like it could have been. I mean, you know, yeah. I do believe that God in the universe sends you what you need when you need it. Maybe they sent that. Maybe they sent you the money for your financial situation, but maybe the universe or God also sent you the reason not to take it, because that may have cleared the way for you to accept another blessing that you may not have even seen. You know what I mean? Maybe it cleared the path for that. Maybe, just maybe, if you took that money, it would have stopped you from getting maybe $20,000 worth of something better. But you never know. Right. A lot of people would have just took the money. A lot of people would have just took the money and said, well, I needed it. They was there for me and I took it or whatever. And you're right. It could have came back to bite you in your ass. They may have, you know, wanted to get the money back once you got on your feet or something like that. You never know. So, I mean, what you were feeling is partly legitimate. It's just that's a hard decision to make sometimes when you are really, really in a bad place. You know, sometimes some people would have taken the 10,000 and maybe gone on some kind of business venture with it. You know, you just never know. But you had your own reasons for not accepting that. But when we start talking about situations where money can't fix your situations, we're talking about your heart. We're also talking about your heart. I mean, we're talking about your health. We could be talking about your heart and your health at the same time, but we're also talking about your heart in terms of where you are about the way that you're feeling about things. You know what I'm saying? Money can't take back the hurt and pain of people who have never treated you right, who have never loved you, who you have shown love to, and who never showed it back, who have you have given respect to, and who never gave it back, who you have shown admiration for and were never shown it back, who you have done favors for and who never did you a favor back. Money can't fix that. It can give you a way to say, well, you know, I don't need you. I got my own. I can buy whatever I want. I'm in a better financial situation than you are, but it can't ease the pain of your parents not being there for you when you were younger, or maybe now, or people that you have separated from because of rumors or misunderstandings, you know, past loves that you really tried to hold on to but weren't able to for whatever reason. Money can't fix that. You find so when your bills come around, you may have plenty of money left over to pay to buy whatever you want after you've paid all your bills. But paying your bills is not the problem that you have. You may have some problems that may need a psychological evaluation. You may have some problems that really require you to have a friend, a real friend, somebody you can count on, somebody you can talk to, somebody you can bounce ideas off of, somebody who will lend some understanding, some insight, some direction or guidance, somebody who you feel like is on your side. You know how powerful you feel when you feel like someone is on your side. You know, sometimes we joke around with the saying, like, you know, whose side are you on anyway? Or are you supposed to be on my side? Even when we don't know what we're talking about, or even when we acting a fool. But it's real shit when you know that somebody has your back. Somebody has your back regardless. Like, look, I know that they ain't even right in this situation, but they're going to be right today because I'm backing them up. And I'll take care of any wrong that he did between him and I, or her and I. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we get in private, then we'll handle our personal business about right and wrong. But while we out here, it's us and it's me and you against the world. And I'm going to make sure we beat the world up. That's a powerful thing to feel. And some people have never felt that. They've never been in a situation where they felt like they could trust, where they felt like people were on their side, where they felt like somebody was going to ride for them, where they felt like they were in a safe, secure space where they didn't have to worry about somebody biting their back out or stabbing them in the back or causing them some type of either physical harm or emotional harm. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like your second baby mom. You know, your first baby mom, that's one thing. But your second baby mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably meant to do the first one was all right, we fucked up.
Accident.
But that second baby mom, you probably had some input on that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna actually make this one. So some people might say that the first baby mom is the most significant, and I wouldn't argue with that. But the bottom line is the bottom line is that woman or that man that you really wanted to be with and couldn't for whatever reason. The one that you tried to hold on to but wound up having to let go. Money can't fix that. You know, you can't buy back those goosebumps. You can't buy back that fast heartbeat that you used to feel when they came around and whatever. You can't buy back young love. You really can't. You
No,
cannot buy
nope.
young love. You know what I mean? That shit is pure like Bolivian cocaine. That young love. That young love ain't no fucking joke. And that
Oh,
and that young
first
heartbreak
day
ain't no
said,
joke either. That young heartbreak ain't
oh,
no joke. And ain't no
but
amount of mall shopping can fix that shit. You know?
nope. But you know the hardest part though, like after going through all that though, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ask you something. Do you know how hard it is to get up and don't do nothing? Absolutely nothing. You trying to figure out how you gonna make your day and to do something. You
Mm-hmm.
know how hard it, everybody's like, yo, I can't wait to get off. I can't wait. Well, I can't work no more. Yo, stop saying that. That's the wrong thing to say. Because bordercism, and I don't know if it's a word or not, that shit kick in, and when you wake up, you laying in the bed, and you be like, what am I gonna do today? And you can't go outside because you don't heard the story down the street 6 times already in a week, and you only in the fifth day. They went an extra day and start telling the story over again.
Yeah.
So you don't heard everything that's going on, and you wake up and you're like, yo, what the fuck I'm really gonna do today? And people don't understand. Like you sit here and go crazy, and it's like, yo, what happened to all my people that was around me when I was getting it like that, and I was working and we was barbecuing? They gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, friends is gone. You know what I mean? So then you're gonna make new friends that where they see you out there and you grinding and you hustling and you doing what you call, but then they only know you as this tough guy because I had a battle. Like you never knew what was wrong with me. I never told you what was wrong.
You
Until
didn't.
now.
You
I
didn't.
never told you what was wrong. You thought I was just a normal straight asshole. What I am.
Well, nah. When you had your episode about 3 years ago, I knew about that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
you ain't
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, your hard headed
But you
ass.
ain't But I'm on Coumadin for the rest of my life. You know that's a plus in there, right? I'm
Yeah,
on that for the rest
yeah.
of my life. I can't say Coumadin to 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 anything.
Mm-hmm.
My Coumadin level has to be right for order for the blood to flow through to the heart valve. I'm seeing doctors, specialists, every month to make it so hard when the doctor filled me up. It's one of the stitches they shifted and they poked the hole on the outside. So I have a little blood that bleeds black into the heart. So now every time I go to the hospital and they take the CAT scan, oh you got blood. Nope, leave it alone. It's still the size of a if you take a ballpoint pen out and you know how you take that pen and you look at where the ink go at, that's how
Mm-hmm.
small the hole is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my doctor, my surgeon said, listen, if anybody gonna break their chest back open again, it's gonna be me. I know where it's at, I know where to fix, and I know how to fix it. So tell everybody to leave you alone. I got you. For since 2008, he been monitoring my heart since 2008. But when you go to these rinky dinky hospitals, they don't want to let you go. They want to cut you open. I'm like, oh, I can't stay here. And where I live at, I got right one around the corner. You know what I mean? I had to fight to get out of that joint because, they looking to cut you open because, of the situation.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff. Like, believe it or not, I had a frozen shoulder and I had this thing sciatic nerve pain. It hit me once and we went to the hospital. And I'm sitting in the hospital and my girl in there at the time, the doctor came and was like, I gotta see if it's blood or fluid in your shoulder. No numbing, no nothing. He stuck that needle on my shoulder. All I could do is lean forward and damn near cry. I was in tears, but I couldn't move my shoulder. Like, it's so much stuff that goes wrong when you get sick. It's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't understand all this medicine you guys take, all these doctors that want to come and visit you, all these programs they want you to get into. Your insurance. You think my insurance hit you. They every time, man, short ain't shit nowadays. It really is. You know what I mean? It's some of the stuff that help out, and then some of the stuff that don't help out. You know, like, you know, when you see me again, I'm gonna be a certain way. So I ain't gonna tell you what happened, but I gotta prove. You know what I mean? I'm really gonna knock that off right quick. And then you're like, damn, big on my dog back. Yeah, I'll be back for what you call. But that comes from me being sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed. I'm not. I'm kind of mad, but I'm not mad. It was you really hit a subject tonight that could really touch me a little bit because I never told you. You know what I mean? You never know why. You know, you're like, why you drink Coke? Or when I was down the press, I was like, yo, I take a Henny. And then, I started backing off. You know what I mean? Like, all right, listen, I can't be messing up with this I got. So
Yeah.
I ain't never do drugs. I ain't never smoked. And I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out why I got this condition. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, this thing is messing me up like that. You know what I mean? But I don't let my handicap stop me from being who I am.
Right.
Still gotta be strong. You gotta survive.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get up every day and get out here and thank God that you up, because any day above ground is a good day. We gotta do something.
I agree. I agree, man. I guess we all have our story to tell, but the story that we told, or the story that we tell, is a real one. You know what I mean? Like it happened the way it happened. And although we have made it through, those struggles, those hard times and stuff like that, it leaves an impression on us. And I think that we all have to be in a situation at some point where we realize that we realize what the true value of money is versus the true value of life is. And once we stop making money our guide, we realize the power that God really has in this world. And that's regardless of whatever your religion is. When I say the power of God, I'm talking about what he has done for you and how it has affected you as far as the present and the future is concerned. When you can clearly see where you have come from to where you are now and where you think that you're going because of everything that's happened in the past, that's the real power of God. It's that inspiration that propels you to go forward and realize that regardless of these obstacles that may be in my way and that I'll be sure to encounter, I know that I can expect to be all right because I've been all right before and I'll be all right this time too. Listen, man, I want to thank you for calling in. I really, 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 really,
Yo,
really,
but
really,
I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead then.
Get off the phone, right? But listen, I'm at that mark now, right? I'm 49. You know what's next year, right?
Yeah, I do. I know what comes after 49.
So you did go to John B. Kelly. All right. So anyway, right?
I did. I did.
I went to that shit. All right, my fault.
I did.
But I know. But so I'm gonna need you there though, right? I don't want no excuses. I ain't trying, because it's the big one.
I got you. And the COVID era be over too. That's what's up.
Yes, I don't want to hear no excuses like, my stamp didn't come in today or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I gotta take it. I did it with 45 and you hit the spot. So, the 50 mark, you definitely gotta be there.
Just,
you know what I mean? Definitely. But I'm just glad to see it. You know what I mean? I'd be grateful and hope, to see my grandchild grow up. You know what I mean? I thank you for being my brother. I think my lady in my life is supporting me, the one who just picked me up for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? But do you want to know something that I can make you laugh right now? You remember the last incident that we had and she got on the phone?
Oh.
You know how I met her? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Right, listen. You know how I met her? I met her when MySpace was out in 2005.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I wasn't even in the top 5. I wasn't in the top 10 or top 5 of her MySpace page. You know what I mean? And we didn't see each other until 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And then and they've been on. But you know, just to tell you, we talking about MySpace.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've been around, but you know, one love to you, man. Keep your head up. Keep feeling like a real man should. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my African people out there. Stay black and strong. And my clear ones. No, I'm crazy. All right, my man.
All right. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, homie.
All right. Let's do this. All right, y'all. Good call. Good story. Good feeling. Good reality right there. That was very inspirational. That's my man right there. That's my man. My man Keith. Thanks for coming through, man. And thanks for being part of this movement. Definitely supporting this since 2009. When we first started these shows, you know, he was right there. So good looking out. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious May 26th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. I said numero uno out the box. Sheik Al Alponi. Sheik Al Alponi. No, Apollooni. I'm sorry. Sheik Al Apollooni. Happy birthday to you. And Katrina Peaches Greenfield. Happy birthday to you, Katrina. And Michelle Shelley Allen. Happy birthday to you. Sean Mills, turning 45 years old. Bow, 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 bow. And Tori Antoinette. Happy birthday to you. And last but not least, turning 52 years old today, Yvette Body. That's Body, the body, baby. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious May 26th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, listen, man, listen. You know that money can buy anything that money can buy. But the things that money can't buy, it can't even be negotiated. Money can't buy you health. Money can't buy you love, not real love, not true love, not that organic herbal straight out of the earth shit. Can't do that. Money can't buy you a genuinely great feeling of the future. Even if you know that you're going to have money in the future, you can't be sure that you're going to be healthy in the future. You can't be sure that you're going to be happy in the future. You can't know for sure that you're going to be supported and accepted and loved and felt and understood and supported and out there, you got caught. It felt good when you knew that you had somebody on your back. You know how to act and everything is be okay. Yeah, what can I say? I want to thank y'all for coming through. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all back to life. If you haven't hit the like button, hit it. If you haven't shared the show, then share it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then subscribe to it. Subscribe to it. And don't be waiting, y'all. We will be back tomorrow night for Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. So I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it, because I really did enjoy it. So love is love, baby. We're gonna get Blog Talk on up out of here. I holla, holla. Oh, peace to my man Keith for calling in.
Thank you for using Blog
Without a
Talk
doubt.
Radio. Goodbye.
Instagrammer, Five Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming through. And I know who you am, a word. And for all my YouTubers, man, y'all know what it is. Love is love, baby. Appreciate y'all support. Y'all be supporting me like a good pair of drawers. And if you've ever put on a bad pair of drawers, you understand what that support is like. I see y'all tomorrow, man. Be careful tonight if you're going out somewhere, whatever. You know, listen, COVID will probably be all the way over next year, but it's still lingering on this year. So chill. Practice your social distancing, man. I don't know what the government talking about. Peace.